My friend, you've felt it, haven't you? This quiet, aching fear which has lived in your heart for so long. From the moment you were born, the world told you that you were this body, this physical form, which gets tired, sick, and eventually grows old. And because you believed it, you learned to be afraid. Afraid of getting older, afraid of losing what you have, and the deepest fear of all, the fear that one day you will die. But you found this message for a reason. I've heard that silent question in your soul, and I'm here to talk to you about it. What if I told you that this fear you carry is built on a misunderstanding? And what if I told you there is a sacred truth, a truth from the Bhagavad Gita that can wash it all away? A truth that can take your fear and transform it into courage so profound it will change your entire world. I have seen how we live in a world that is obsessed with the outside, with the body. I've seen how you spent so much energy trying to polish it, perfect it, and protect it, all while feeling that deep, quiet terror that one day it will fail. You think your worth is in your job title, your relationships, or how you feel on any given day. You think, I am this body, I am this mind. And so, when these things change, you feel your world is shattering. You grieve when you lose someone because you believe they have vanished forever. My friend, your greatest suffering comes from this case of mistaken identity. You have simply forgotten who you truly are. And all this pain you felt from that forgetting, I promise you, none of it was in vain. It was preparing you to hear this truth today. This timeless wisdom was delivered on a battlefield, and I know that feels similar to you, because you have stood on battlefields of your own. You have faced moments of crisis, loss, and confusion where your spirit felt paralyzed. You have looked at the challenges before you and felt overcome with sorrow, questioning everything. Your despair has been a perfect mirror of the great warrior Arjun. He stood frozen, unable to act, his heart breaking at the thought of the battle ahead, and in that moment of absolute despair, Lord Sri Krishna came to him. But he didn't offer simple words of comfort. He offered a truth so powerful, it didn't just solve Arjun's problem, it dissolved it entirely. It changed the very ground of his reality, and that's the kind of shift I want to help you make now. To dissolve the fear by reminding you of who you have always been. Krishna begins by telling Arjun, the wise laments neither for the living nor for the dead. He looks at his dear friend and reminds him of a truth you were born knowing. That which you think of as yourself, this body that feels pain, this mind that worries, these emotions that change like the clouds, is not the real you. The real you is the Atma, the soul. And your soul, my friend, was never born. It will never ever die. It is eternal. It is Sanatan. It is unchanging. It cannot be harmed. Krishna gives a beautiful, simple analogy. Just as you take off old clothes and put on new ones, the soul simply discards an old body at the time of death and accepts a new one. The body is temporary, but the soul within is untouched. Weapons cannot cut it, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it. This isn't just a beautiful idea, it is the truth of your existence. You are not the temporary car, you are the eternal driver. Realizing this, truly letting it sink into your heart, is the first step to freedom. The real you can never be destroyed. So what does this mean for your life right now, today? If you are an eternal soul, how are you meant to live in this temporary world? Here, Krishna gives the most practical healing advice, Nishkam Karma, or selfless action. He says, you have the right to perform your duties, but you're not entitled to the fruits of your actions. My friend, hear what this really means. The Gita asks you to pour your whole heart into your work, your relationships, and everything you do. Do it with love, with presence, with all of your being, and then let go. Release your grip on the outcomes. You've been trying to control it all for so long, and you are so tired. The teaching asks you to surrender to the results. When you do this, you're freed from the crushing weight of expectation. You are no longer tormented by the anxiety of success or the fear of failure. Your actions become a sacred offering. You are no longer working for praise or profit, but because it is your purpose, your dharma. This is the secret. This is how you find peace, even when the world around you is in chaos. This path leads you to the unshakable peace of a spiritual warrior, samatvam, or equanimity. The Gita says that yoga itself is this state of equanimity. It is a balanced mind in pleasure and pain, in gain and loss, in victory and defeat. This does not mean you will become cold or unfeeling. No, never. It means that your inner peace, your true home, is no longer dependent on what happens outside of you. You'll still feel life's ups and downs, but they will not throw you off balance, because you know your true identity is anchored in the eternal, unchanging self within. You stopped being a leaf tossed about by the winds of circumstance and became the calm, clear sky that watches the clouds pass by. You became a source of strength for yourself and for everyone around you, because you are rooted in this truth. So let this one truth sink into your heart, that you're not the body, but the eternal soul. It is the ultimate life changer. It replaces a life built on fear with a life grounded in unshakable courage. It transforms anxious, frantic action into joyful, purposeful living. This is not just an old philosophy. It is a practical guide being offered to you to live with profound freedom. If these words have touched your heart, stay close for more wisdom on how to live these truths every day. And I ask you to share in the comment below. What is one small thing you can let go of today? What worry can you decide to release and act with a spirit of fearless, trusting love instead? Remember this, you are not the body, you are not your past, you are not your fears. You are, my friend, an eternal, unbreakable soul, and you are here to awaken.